welcome back to the channel. It's me, Nishka here, and I have been gone for so long. I was busy with boards and now 11th grade has started. But I really wanted to compile this video. And this here is my reaction, a genuine reaction to my board results, which came out July 15th. So, okay, and then that's part one. Second part is actually a few tips that I use to study for my boards, and if you guys like them, feel free to follow them. And I know quite well they won't work for everyone, but if you like them, go ahead. And I'd just like to say that I know this video is very late. I was quite busy, and also the lighting may be off in a few places, so sorry about that. We tried a new angle for this video, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, so welcome to part 2 of the video, and here I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks that I used to score well in my boards. So let's go. So tip number 1 is for distractions, and I tried to eliminate as many distractions as I could, with one being YouTube, so I deleted it during boards. Another thing was reading. I am an avid reader, so I decreased my reading time and just read during the short breaks that I took between study sessions. Another thing was electronics, and yeah, sometimes my parents had to take away my phone, but it's okay, it's all for the better. Alright, so for the second part, it is to stay active and healthy, especially during the stressful board season. So one of the main things that I did was yoga and meditation. And if not that, then I at least tried to take short breaks in the middle to stretch. Another thing was I tried to eat as healthy as possible, with plenty of dry fruits and lots of water to stay hydrated. Alright, so tip number 3 is for math, which frankly is actually a scoring subject. So one of the main things that you can do is practice every single NCERT question from your textbook at least 3 times. That too with full steps, because those are gonna count. Now, one more thing you should do is keep a list of all important formulae and equations close to you. In fact, my closet was covered with these posters the entire time. Now, one thing is you really don't need to buy any extra guidebooks because everything comes from NCERT. However, I did use Byju's because I had already had it since 9th grade and also had it for 10th grade. And if not that, you can definitely use Khan Academy. That is honestly such a great option. And Khan Academy has so many types of problems, that too straight from NCERT. Okay, so tip 4 is for social studies, which is such an interesting subject, especially history. So on the topic of history, and civics too for that matter, you should really try to make a list of all important dates, places, wars, important people, and what they did. And to keep this list nearby, because honestly, it's so easy to study from these since everything is already compiled in one place. Okay, so another thing you can do is make your own notes, especially for difficult chapters like I did in geography. This way, you'll be learning in your own words while still explaining the concept properly. Alright guys, fifth tip is for science. That is one of my favorite subjects. So starting off with similar to math and social studies is to make a list of important chemical formulae or physics equations because these things can easily be confused and mixed up. So it's always handy to keep such a list nearby. Another thing that I personally find a lot easier to do is to not write or even study in paragraphs. Instead, I think it's a lot easier and concise to read an answer in tables, graphs, and flowcharts. Obviously, that can't be done for every question, but when it is, it's great. And let's not forget, one of the most important things is to practice diagrams. These are asked repeatedly and are really important. So try your best to draw your diagrams neatly and don't forget to label them properly. Okay guys, it's here. It's exam day. So number one thing to remember is to just remain calm because it's just another exam. Don't worry and write with a peaceful mind. Okay, but to start off with the first tip, like I said earlier, it is to write your answers in flowcharts and graphs because basically this way it will be a lot more concise and easy to read. Plus, the person checking your paper will not have to hunt around in your paragraph to find your answer. In chemistry, write your chemical equations neatly. Also, write the name of the compounds underneath their symbols. And at the end, don't forget to make a box around the entire thing. In constructions problems in math, make sure you make them neatly and also try to get as precise measurements as possible. At the end, darken the lines of your final diagram. This way they'll pop out and they won't be confused with the other ones. And as usual, don't forget to label your diagram because if you don't, it will reduce your score. Alright guys, that's the end of the video and I hope you enjoyed it and good luck to everyone else for their own exams.